This is the Indefatigable. It is a Tier 4 British battleship. It is available in the store for 6,250 doubloons and is part of the Battle of Jutland celebration. So you'll be able to find it, as I said, in the store in either several packages or alone. The ship is equipped with 12-inch main guns. It has kind of a unique configuration here, as you can see on the side of the ship. And with that, let's get into the setup of the ship and the commander, who is Andrew Cunningham. Base trait is concentrated devastation, which improves the main battery shell grouping, and he is set up as an accuracy build commander here. We have Paulo D. Ravel for the first inspiration, which quickens the main battleship reload time, and then Robert Joujard, which helps out the armor-piercing shell penetration multiplier. And as I said, we have all accuracy build setups here for flammable cannoneer, gyrating drill bits, marksmanship, and reaching out XXL. And we have will to rebuild here for the legendary skill. The big deal is that, it's kind of a super heal, 110% that you will recover when you activate the repair party consumable, and the ship will auto-repair when the HP is equal to or less than 20%, and that happens when you're within 3.5 kilometers of an allied ship, and that is because we have Cunningham maxed out here at rank 16 Legendary 4. Only one upgrade on the ship, and it is aiming systems mod 1. Traverse speed could probably be improved a little bit, but we went with accuracy here. If it becomes too much of a problem, we will switch to main battery mod 2. Right now we have aiming systems going. High explosive shells, armor-piercing shells, and torpedoes. These are single-tube torpedoes in the bow of the ship. Damage control party duration is 15 seconds, reloads every 76 seconds, and the number of those consumables is unlimited. And then we have a repair party consumable, which will partially restore the ship's HP by repairing any light damage at the rate of 1,606 hit points per second. That is a total super heal right there. It runs for 16 seconds and it reloads every 114 seconds. And there are 2 of those. And then we have enhanced secondary targeting. Shell grouping is improved by 100%. Dispersion is improved by 50%. Runs for 30 seconds. Reloads every 152 seconds. There's 3 of them, but you do have to get within secondary range, and this is not a secondary ship as far as I know. We have some epic boosters going, but that could change depending on the match. Ship has a Battle of Jutland flag here, which I've configured on the ship. I think you get that by unlocking a special mission to unlock the Battle of Jutland flag. But yeah, we've got the Battle of Jutland flag going here. Ship comes with a Type 9 premium permanent camouflage, sea detectability range, and incoming fire dispersion 4.5% respectively. Survivability hit points is 47,800. Armor is 10 to 254 millimeter and no torpedo damage reduction. Artillery, you have 8 12-inch guns, reach out to 17 kilometers, reloads every 26 seconds, 34-second traverse time, 5,000 HE maximum with a 34% chance of setting fire, 9720 maximum armor-piercing shell damage, and 4.7 kilometers on the secondaries, so you're not going to get much out of the secondaries. And being a torpedo setup here, this is probably a bit of a battlecruiser actually. And you've got 2 torpedoes, one launcher tube on each side in the front of the ship. As I said, they reload every 95 seconds. Maximum damage is 8,800. Range is 6 kilometers with a speed of 53 knots. Don't have much going in the way of AA defenses, and it shows in the match. Maneuverability, maximum speed is 27 knots. Turning circle radius is just over a half a kilometer. Normal rudder shift time for Battleship. Concealment, 12.4 kilometers, range by sea, 10.4 by air. If you're firing into smoke, it's 10.7. Armor, yeah, do not get hit. There is some pretty good armor on the sides, though, it looks like. Let's go take a look at the Citadel. You don't want to get hit in the Citadel. It looks like here you'll get taken out pretty easily, but yeah, that's not helping you. That's not helping you. That's not helping you. Yeah, there is a lot of blue armor down at the bottom. So, well, it's tier 4, so do the best you can, I guess. Overview. Above average ability to change direction. I guess 11-second rudder shift was pretty good. It's an above average maximum movement speed of 27 knots at tier 4, probably, and you definitely have a greater heal there with that super heal repair party consumable. So then the Indefatigable was laid down in 1909 and commissioned in 1911 to start serving with the 1st Battlecruiser Squadron. After transferring to the Mediterranean in 1913, she participated in a search for Battlecruiser Goeben and blockade the Dardanelles. In 1915, Indefatigable returned to the United Kingdom to join the 2nd Battlecruiser Squadron. She was sunk during the Battle of Jutland the following year when her magazine detonated. Entered service in 1911, and there were 3 ships in the series. All right, so that's it for the setup of the ship and the commander. Let's go out in a standard battle and check out some highlights. All right, here we go. We are in the big race, and check this out. A totally truncated match. There are 7 ships in the match where, a kamikaze on the red team. That's going to be kind of interesting. But in my best to tier 4 video, where I was in the Nicholas I, there were only 8 ships. And it seems like more and more often we are seeing truncated matches at all levels of play is what I've noticed. And there seems to be a lot of speculation, a lot of interest in why the community contributors are leaving the game. So I have decided that I will most likely do a total clickbait video about that very topic in the very near future. So look out for that. I may even give the channel some self-criticism, and all my detractors will probably be thrilled about that, but that's what I'm planning. So as far as this match goes, yeah, there are 7 ships per side, and I have no inkling to really get out there in the middle and become everybody's target. And you're sort of seeing that right now. Is it seems like there are many shells coming in from all different directions, and yeah, the Kaiser, and then I think there is a cruiser behind the Kaiser in the smoke. It could be a destroyer, but that seems kind of far away. And yeah, so we are taking incoming shells from at least 2 different directions. We're trying to pump the auto aim to see if we can get a shot on the Farragut. But there you go. So it is possible. So I'm going to keep pumping the shot, and right when the island indicator goes away, I'm going to take a shot, and the shells may magically go over the island and inflict some damage on the Farragut. I don't think we take them out or anything, but yeah, that is the strategy on the auto aim of that cruiser behind the island right there. And so the New York and this other battleship right here, I can't really see what it is, but the New York and this other battleship are both going broadside. I'm backing up to get out of the main fire. And yeah, there was some comment that was left about how all my matches I'm backing up. Well, what the heck am I going to want to go out in the middle of the match and get blown out by everybody for? So the other option is to back up. So I get a lot of comments from troublemakers like that. They're just trying to stir the pot, and that just that just goes along with being a community contributor, or CC could even be content creator for the game. There are a lot of great content creators for the game that are not necessarily community contributors, and I think there's some that really don't want to be community contributors for whatever reason. But yeah, so this Farragut right here is it's a brave strategy right here, and we are gonna ding this guy pretty well with these main guns right here. We only get him for 2,000, but he may not be around very much longer because he is pretty much damaged pretty well. There is a ship gone per side for each team. So yeah, we are going around to reposition ourselves, but we are hitting the brakes because we don't really want to, like I said, get out there and become everybody's target. And the Farragut has successfully gone behind the island there. But I think you're going to see him get dinged by my teammate, which is still spotting him. So yeah, he is not going to see right there. He's not going to do too well behind the island, and it's not really doing me any good to keep targeting him because he is behind the island and doesn't seem to be moving out. But you can just see right here, I'm just keeping an eye on him to see how quickly he is going to evaporate and be gone. So could probably use the traverse speed upgrade on the first upgrade slot rather than aiming systems for the upgrade slot. We probably would do pretty well by increasing the traverse speed. So here is a Kaiser, which has his guns focused on somebody else. So as soon as the island indicator clears, we're going to take some shots on him. And yeah, we're going to get some damage right there. 18,000 damage. Not really tearing it up at this point, but my team is taking care of the other side right here. And the Farragut is still hiding behind that island. He might eventually creep out, and then we can yeah, it looks like he's going, and maybe so it looks like there's no island indicator. Maybe we could wipe this guy out and he won't even know what the heck hit him. There, he disappeared, but I think it's going to be too late because well, we got a ricochet there, so good on him. There's an Nagano right here, and we are now going to target that guy, but then the Farragut pops up again. So we are going to check both of those guys out, and now we are being targeted by the Nagano right there. And yeah, so a lot of times I play a game where I will back up and go forward to confuse the aim of the red team players. So it's not just going backwards, which was a big deal by some of the more famous community contributors and content creators. I think were suggesting a backup at the beginning of the match. It was so long ago, it's probably not even worth mentioning here, but that is where the legend comes from of people backing up and how that's a bad thing. But I think if you need to do it, you need to do it. So we are up to 36,000 damage. We are ahead a little bit on ships at the moment, and we do have a lot of the center point of the base captured here. And we're going to come around the island and try to, well, we got some targets right here. We're going to see if we can just take these guys out while they're focused on other people, focused on other players. So I'm being spotted. I got to assume that that is the destroyer player. And so there, the Farragut is open broadside. So we should take this guy out with no problem, and we do. And our first salvo does enough damage in a short enough length of time that we do get a devastating strike by finishing up with the second salvo right there. So here's the Kaiser, only 4 kilometers away. As I recall, the red team destroyer is going to be close by. I'm looking at doing some torpedo damage on the Kaiser right here. And I am kind of close on this island, so we no doubt we're going to beach while we take a shot with the torpedoes. And we are looking around, and yeah, the New York, yeah, no joy on the New York. We're going to back up and continue to pummel the Kaiser right here. Right, secondaries are going on the Kaiser. And we're going to get reloaded and hopefully obliterate this guy who's just sitting flat broadside. We get a high caliber medal. There is the other destroyer, so I was wrong about the destroyer behind me. And so the other destroyer has come up here and gone into a smoke screen while the New York sneaks up behind us. That's what it was. And here we get out of the way of the torpedoes from the destroyer in the nick of time, and we're going to come around and target the Kaiser and basically take him out. Come close to taking him out. You get another helping hand medal right there. And now we are going to back up and take a look at that New York. No more torpedoes coming down the slot right there in front of us, and there is a New York. So torpedo, or not torpedoes, but the secondaries are going on the New York. I've got the secondaries locked on the New York, and we are going to take a torpedo shot here, and the New York is so slow that he cannot avoid this torpedo. So he's going to get nailed with that torpedo, and he will be taken out rather quickly. But I'm actually thinking that a ram would be a good option here, especially since the last red team destroyer is gone. We're up to 85,990 in damage. Devastating strike and a high caliber medal. And we decide to not get the ram and just come in here and try to take this guy out with a Citadel hit, which is exactly what we do. And we end up with a pretty massive damage score here for Tier 4. All right, so that was a big time victory for the Indefatigable. 327,000 silver credits, 97,000 total damage performance on 59 main gun hits, a torpedo hit. Got a couple assisted, a couple destroyed ships, a couple Citadel hits, 6 defended, so we should get a pretty high XP rating, and we did get the devastating strike and the high caliber medal. So let's see how we did on the team result. All right, well there you go, almost 1900 XP. Not really super impressive XP score, but we were first place overall in the match, and that's always a good thing here. Both of the destroyer players were the next 2 places in line there, so good destroyer play always ends up on the top of the leaderboard is what I have noticed. And so let's see how we did on the economy tab. Koenig was gone right there at the beginning on our team, and we cleared 313,000 silver credits by the time it was all said and done. And that is it for the Indefatigable. It is a pretty decent Tier 4 battleship that is available in the store for 6,250 doubloons, which is a pretty good price, a standard price for Tier 4 premium ships. As always, let me know what you're thinking down below. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.